On this show, we cover some sensitive topics.
Though the obituaries may be outlandish, the people are real.
Names have been changed or omitted in order to respect both the deceased and the survived by.
While death is no laughing matter, some petty last words can provide some pretty entertaining comic relief.
Welcome to Obituary. Welcome back to Obituary. I'm Spencer Henry.
And I'm Madison Reyes.
And oh my God.
What a week.
What a week. What a day. We are recording on the day that we just released our cover reveal for the book and opened up for pre-orders. And you guys have blown us away.
Blown us away.
The support that we've gotten from you guys is insane. If you haven't pre-ordered Obituary, the Big Hot Book of Death, you can do so now by going to prh.com/obituary, spelled the same as the show.
I have full body chills every time I look at Instagram or see a comment. I'm just like, people actually want to read what we have to write?
Yes.
You don't know what went into this. I had to learn how to read and write to do this.
Yes, we were teaching her on the way. No, but it really is fucking cool and rad that you guys are so supportive of everything we do. We definitely feel it, and we can't wait for you guys to have the book in your hands. It feels so weird because it's so far away. Like August feels so far away, and I know it's going to come quick, but I keep seeing people comment or send messages like, this is going to be a surprise to me when I forget that I ordered it.
Totally.
That's how my mindset always is. Like when I pre-order something, I'm like, okay, this is a gift to my future self.
I know. And I love that. I love the surprise. I love a package that shows up and you're like, what is this? In that same sentiment, a year ago, this moment felt like so far away and now it's here.
Yeah.
So it's going to go quick and I just cannot wait to physically hold it.
I know. Well, and it's perfect because it's going to come out like right before Halloween season next year. And we're just so excited about that. And who knows? Who knows what will go along with this book? Who knows if we'll be making our rounds again next year?
I really hope so, but it is up to you, Geoffs.
Just so excited.
Crazy.
Silly little life.
Silly little life we lead. Silly couple days leading up to this moment.
God, okay. So, they give you like, here's the thing about writing a book. They'll give you like images that are really pretty that they do a great job putting together. And they're like, in case you guys want to use these for social media, we're like, oh, we want to do our own photo shoot, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do this whole shebang. And so I had reached out to this photographer because I was like, he shoots some cool stuff. And I was like,
we got like the cover printed out all big.
Yeah, on like a big piece of foam board. That's what the pictures you guys keep seeing because we don't have obviously the actual book in our hands yet. So that's a huge foam cutout. I mean, you guys know how it is when someone's coming over, you are clean, especially knowing that photos were going to be taken at my house. I was like fucking scrubbing the floors with a toothbrush. Like,
you went and got us coffee and snacks.
Tell me why. So it's like 11:30. At 12 o'clock, this person is supposed to show up for the photo shoot. And I'm like, well, I haven't heard anything. This is kind of strange. So I DM'd him. I said, hey, like, we still good to shoot today? And he's like, oh, I was just going to text you. Like, I have a migraine, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I can push through. He's like, we can do, Thursday or Friday. And like, we had to put out the reveal on Thursday. So I was like, there's no way it's going to get done in time. I understand because I get migraines and stuff, but I was kind of like 30 minutes before, really, dude.
I don't think he was going to show up.
No, but anyway,
it worked out for the best.
Because
we had to put our creative thinking caps on and we made a backdrop. We were taking photos, taking videos, and then we're like, should we shoot this in a cemetery? No, that could get disrespectful. But what if we went to a chapel in a mausoleum?
Yes.
And so we went, walked around, couldn't find anybody.
And then we finally found someone, and we were like, because we didn't want to just take pictures either, because it felt like we didn't want to be rude, and we didn't want someone to walk in and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
So we were like, hey, we like found the office eventually. It was fucking like 80 degrees. I was carrying hot dog, this
Huge
big fucking
mausoleum.
foam sign. We finally got into like the security office, and we're like, hey, so we just wrote a book about death. We were wondering if we could take a picture of the board in the mausoleum, and they were like, yeah, or let me check.
Yeah,
And
let
then
me check.
she eventually came back out. She's like, yeah, that's fine, go for it. And we're like, cool. And so we were in there getting all creative.
But we weren't prepared for that either. So we were like stacking the phone on a trash can and a tissue box and my makeup bag, like whatever we could find. But I adore everything. I love how everything came out, and I'm happy it worked out that way.
Honestly, we just got to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
We always end up in situations where we're like,
We'll just do it
yeah,
ourselves.
we'll do it ourselves. We are DIY.
That's like when we were on tour, people were like the venues were like, okay, and how many in your team?
Yeah.
We're like, two.
It's us.
Just
It's
us.
Sometimes our friend Chris.
Yeah.
I know they were always really surprised, I think, by the fact that we didn't bring a team. And I see now, like, other shows will go on tour or documentaries about touring and stuff, and I'm like, it is crazy that we just don't have anyone. But that's us, though. We don't have a posse like that.
No.
Okay. But anyways, we're really excited with how everything came out. It was like a fun little project for us to work on. We love a project.
We love a project, and we love homework. We love a deadline.
Uh-huh.
You and I were both like fuck ups in school,
Yes.
but as an adult, and when I was in college, I was like totally different person than when I was snorting meth in high school.
Wanted
Yeah.
to be there though. Like I feel
I
like
did.
I never wanted to be at school, and
Right.
then I did take some college classes, and I always excelled because I was like I took like a lot of like abnormal psych and stuff. So I was like super into it, or film classes. But
Now we're like brown nosers.
yeah, we're
like,
we got our work done early. Anything else?
anything else? You look beautiful, teacher.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Okay. So in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, Suzanne Summers died.
That was a sad one. She seemed like such a sweetheart.
I know. And like really been through it health wise. Like had a
Yeah.
bunch of like, she had like a wrong diagnosis for a while and just a whole thing.
Well, did you see the break-in?
No.
She was doing like a live stream for something, and a man broke into the house.
What?
And walks into the room she's filming in, handles it like such a pro, where she's like, hey, okay, actually, yeah, you can't, no, I'm not scared. Like, you just can't be in here. Blah, blah, blah.
Is he like a super fan
Yeah,
or?
like a fucking weirdo.
That shit scares me.
Oh, because if someone walked into this office while we were recording, I would push you in harm's way and jump out the window.
I would be out the window before that. Are you kidding? It would be chaos. I remember one time my sister, she screamed at her neighbor. Okay. So picture this. We're sitting on the couch at her house and we're watching TV, and her garage is connected to the house. So there's like a door in the hallway. You go out to the garage. Well, they had neighbors that were good friends and like could come into the house like unannounced, like it wasn't
Right.
weird. And she has an alarm system. So if a door opens or a window opens, you hear like beep, beep.
Yeah.
Her husband was traveling. I was there. We're watching TV. All of a sudden we hear beep, beep. And then we hear that garage door opening and we're like, what the fuck? And we like go over to look, and it's her neighbor peeking in to tell us that, hey, the garage door is wide open. But in that moment, we didn't see his face or like compute. And she fucking screamed at the top of her lungs, like, get out!
I'm going to call
Chaos.
her. I want her to tell me the story.
I know.
Okay, sorry, not to hijack that. So,
Sorry.
Suzanne Summers.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so she passed and she was married to her husband. And I found this article on People, and it said Suzanne Summers' personalized burial boots featured a racy tribute to her sex life with her husband.
Oh.
It says the custom footwear also featured several sentimental phrases, including "We We Are One and In Love Forever. And we'll post the photos. They're Timberlands, like the boots.
I love it.
It says Suzanne Summers was buried in a one-of-a-kind pair of shoes that celebrated her love story. Her husband, 87, shared with People that the Three's Company star who died on October 15th from breast cancer was laid to rest in a pair of shoes that had a sentimental tie to the pair. Okay, I'm going to show you the shoes. Those were them.
I love it.
Okay, so on one side of the boot, it says twice a day.
Oh, shit.
Honey.
Good for you, Suzanne Summers.
I love that. I love that she's in those special boots. I wonder if she would have wanted that.
What would yours say?
Oh, God. Mine would say something about my ankles.
Handle with care and just say fragile on the ankle part.
Fragile, yeah. What would yours say?
Oh my God. These boots are made for walking.
Honey.
Come on. Get me vertical in that coffin.
Yeah, baby.
Oh God.
And that's that. I love to know what people wear. We did a whole episode on it as
Yes.
their final outfit.
Final resting outfit. I am really excited for my Am I the Assholes this week
Okay, let's hear them.
because one's crazy, one's kind of cringy. The first one says, am I the asshole if I press charges for my dad's ashes? It says, my dad passed away 5 months ago. His girlfriend has withheld everything, including information from his family. As I am his only daughter, I would be the next of kin. I went to a lawyer, which resulted in absolutely nothing, and it was brought up that the girlfriend had disposed of my father's ashes at a public beach, which is illegal where I live. Would I be the asshole if I proceeded to contact police and press charges for stolen property?
No, I would.
I think it's so crazy that a girlfriend would just take the ashes
Fucked
and
up.
throw them.
Fucked up.
Such an asshole. Well, the person's not. I would
Yeah.
absolutely press charges.
Yep.
100%. Okay, but the second one, I was like, ugh. This is one of those ones where you're reading it and I'm like, I want to take my skin off. Am I the asshole for thinking my friend's girlfriend dying was a joke? The other day, me and two of my friends, who are like my brothers, went to a fair and we met up with my friend's girlfriend and she got us an Uber there. And when we all left the fair, the girl my friend was with went in a car with her friend and her friend's boyfriend and they got into a car crash and my friend's girlfriend died.
Oh, God.
Today, my friend posted on his story on Snap about her, and it was a picture of her obituary. And I thought he was joking about it because I didn't think she died because I never heard anything about her since after that night. I asked him if that was his girl, and he said, yeah, she died after we hung out at the fair. And I thought he was playing along on some joke, so I said, shit, R.I.P. on God. And he went off on me. And I looked up her name on Google and found out that she actually did die. And she was on the news. And now I feel horrible for my friend. And I feel like an asshole for thinking it was a joke. And the worst part is that he was trying to get over this one girl he was with. And he has been talking to the girl that died. And he genuinely really likes her. And she made him so happy. And now she's gone. I just can't wrap my head around the fact that she actually died, though.
Oh, no. I've had moments like that where I have put my foot in my mouth and then think about it years later.
Like one of those
worst.
things you're going to probably think about when you go to sleep for the rest of your life.
Yeah, why?
Are you the asshole for, yeah, I mean, you are in that situation, but you seem to know.
Totally. It was a mistake. And hopefully after the dust settles, you can explain it to that friend. But
imagine
jeez.
what do you even say after that? Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, okay. Bye. Sorry.
God, terrible.
Crazy.
Oh, I feel bad for him.
I know. I feel bad because I don't think he
didn't mean it.
He didn't mean it, but also if somebody posts an obituary, you probably shouldn't assume.
You should
it's a
Google
joke.
first.
Yeah, Google first.
Yeah.
That's the motto. All right, well, I'm up first this week. Do you got a side bitch for us?
Yes, and speaking of Google, I found this guy on Google.
Wow.
Just kidding. I found it on Reddit.
Okay.
I tried to have a segue. It was wrong.
Just fucking read it.
Oh, God. Okay. William Ralph Bill Fink, 46, born July 28, 1969, encountered an unhandled exception in his core operating system, which prematurely triggered a critical stop condition on Wednesday, December 16th, 2015. Bill was an avid technophile, program developer, and educator whose master functions were harnessed by Microsoft as a technical evangelist. Some of Bill's most impactful components, subroutines, centered around video games, coaching youth sports, building elaborate displays for Halloween, and spending time with family. Bill is survived in legacy by his wife, his children, his parents, and a whole slew of people. Diagnostics indicated multiple cascading hardware failures as the root problem.
Is he a robot?
No, but he was a tech guy. Though his hardware has been decommissioned, Bill's application has been migrated to the cloud and has been repurposed to run in a virtual machine on an infinite loop.
Wow.
So there's that for you tech gurus.
Yeah. Sounds like he's being sent to San Junipero.
I know. I love that.
Love that. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I'll tell you what had me spinning in my coffin.
Alrighty.
We'll be right back. And we're back.
What had you spinning this week, Spencer?
You know already. I am stoked for this week's episode because we got to spin in our coffins together, Madison.
I know.
Well, kind of. You were talking about wanting to cover something doll related. You had brought it up several times, and I was like, okay, wait, actually, you should do that this week. And I jumped on board because I've been dying to do a deep dive into the ghost dolls that I covered on our live shows last year.
Yes.
I told you, I was like, I'll do something doll related too. Like,
Yes.
let's do an episode for the dolls.
I thought you were going to do another eBay deep dive.
No. Okay. First of all, I'm going to give some background on Chinese ghost marriage, which involves these dolls or leads us to it. Also known...
This was one of those ones where some of the audiences went quiet because it was so disturbing.
Chinese ghost marriage, also known as Minghan or spirit marriage, all of which are terms that refer to the practice of arranging a marriage for a deceased person, and it's often associated with some sort of belief in the afterlife and the importance of honoring one's ancestors. In a Minghan or ghost marriage, a living person is typically married to somebody who has passed away. The purpose of such marriages can vary, including providing companionship for a deceased person in the afterlife, which is what I've found to be the most common, as well as ensuring the continuity of the family's lineage or bringing peace to the spirit of a person who died in unfortunate circumstances. And I sort of tiptoed around this subject a long time ago when I talked about posthumous marriages. Remember like the story of that Shadil Duffy and Serena? She passed away.
Marriage?
She passed away in a car accident, but they still had the wedding. Remember he like live streamed it?
Yes.
On like Facebook Live or something.
Oh, Lord.
That was intense. And I actually have to sidetrack us really quick because I forgot about that story. And I went back to the article where I first learned about it on Listverse, and they had several other instances of posthumous marriage.
Okay.
It's fucking wild. They talked about Cecilia Kleiman and Isaac Wogeniak, and it says, quote, just because you can't normally marry a dead person in the United States doesn't mean that people haven't tried. Cecilia Kleiman and Isaac Wogeniak were first married in a Jewish ceremony on Miami Beach in January of 1987. Sadly, Wogeniak died of a heart attack soon afterward on March 10th of 1987. Even more unfortunately for Kleiman, the couple did not have a marriage license during their first ceremony. Wogeniak would have had to supply a certified copy of his divorce from his first wife in Venezuela, which he did not have. The ceremony's officiant, Rabbi Meyer and Bramowitz, reportedly performed the marriage anyway because they had already planned for over 100 guests and didn't want to call it off over a technicality. After Wogeniak died, Kleiman went to court and the posthumous marriage was performed by a county circuit judge where they lived. But once the descendants' sons learned of this marriage, they swiftly contested it, and Miami's 3rd District Court of Appeal ruled that it was illegal. Kleiman claimed that Wogeniak's sons merely wanted to deny her the widow's rightful share of his estate, which was estimated to be worth over $100,000. So she was just trying to get... Or the sons thought she was just trying to get money in that case. And the second one I wanted to share is about another car accident, like the Chadil Duffy one. It says a car crash in eastern France in November of 2008 brought an end to the earthly relationship of Magali Jaskowicz and Jonathan George. But France's necrogamy laws enabled them to continue on together past till death do us part. At 26, Jaskowicz had lived with George for 6 years and raised 2 children with him. The couple had actually gone to town hall to arrange their marriage 2 days before George's death.
Oh.
1 year later, wearing the dress she had originally picked out for the occasion, Jaskowicz officially married George. Mayor Christopher Caput, who performed the wedding, noted that Jaskowicz had, quote, become a widow at her wedding.
Oh, that gives me chills.
I'd never thought of that before, but
I know.
It's strange. I guess you can become a widow at your wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, but now going back to Ming Han, the reason we're here. According to BBC, ritual ghost marriages, which may date back to the 17th century BC, are increasingly rare in contemporary China. Mao Zedong tried to eliminate them when he assumed power in 1949, but they are still practiced in rural parts of Shanxi, Henan, Hebei, and Guangdong provinces. Families often employ a matchmaker to help find a suitable spouse for their deceased loved ones.
What?
We're going to come back to that article, but first I want to get more on the doll of it all. So as I mentioned, people had this belief in many cultures that the spirits of their deceased loved ones could become restless and possibly even return to haunt their families after death if they didn't have like a full life, like got married, had kids, did the whole thing. Japan was, I believe, the first to offer up a solution where you could simply have this posthumous wedding ceremony between the deceased, which was usually a ceremony that involved the man and a doll. Remember I talked about this at the live show. They would like bury the deceased man or like a picture of the man with one of these dolls because they thought that this would serve as like a spirit bride and accompany the dead person so that they could reach the afterlife. But in China, there's a much darker history surrounding these types of posthumous wedding ceremonies where instead of a doll, the corpse of a young woman would be buried with the deceased man in a ceremony. And this is kind of what I went more into this week.
Okay.
So the ghost marriages have led to this really sick back alley business where young women's bodies are essentially being trafficked by wealthy families who are willing to spend a pretty penny to ensure that their loved ones have companionship in the afterlife.
Fuck.
The Guardian reported on several of these instances in an article that was headlined, China imprisons 4 men for ghost marriage, corpse bride trafficking. So listen to this. It's fucking wild. Quote, a county court in central China has sentenced 4 men to prison for digging up and selling corpses on the black market to enable ghost marriages, a millennia-old custom of burying deceased bachelors alongside newly deceased wives so that they will not grow lonely in the afterlife. They go on to say a county court in the Shanxi province sentenced each of the men to more than 2 years in prison for stealing 10 female corpses, cleaning them up, and counterfeiting their medical records to boost their prices, and then selling them on the black market for a total of 25,000 pounds.
Fuck.
I know. The 4 men with surnames Peng, Bai, He, and Zhang exhumed the corpses in the winter of 2011 from a smattering of arid, coal-rich counties in Shanxi and Shanxi provinces. The state-run Global Times newspaper reported in 2011 that an influx of coal money to parts of northern Shanxi province bolstered the area's underground corpse trade, with a newly wealthy but superstitious demographic suddenly being able to afford high prices for desirable post-mortem mates. Some are known to purchase their corpse brides straight from hospitals where they cut deals with grieving families, which is so crazy to think about. And I'm like, also, it's unfortunately like would be the wildest horror movie to picture like a family grieving at a hospital and then someone like a mysterious character coming in like, well, there is a solution.
There is a solution. It's the real screw Tim Burton's Corpse Bride.
This is the real corpse bride. That article also mentioned this is not the first time that ghost marriage intermediaries have fallen on the wrong side of the law. One woman died over the Lunar New Year in February of 2012 and was sold by her family to the family of a recently deceased young man for about £3,700. Soon afterwards, police caught a grave robber selling her twice exhumed body to another family for slightly less. So she was literally being trafficked post-mortem.
Oh my God.
In 2009, a grieving father in Jianyang City, also in the Shanxi province, paid a team of grave robbers $2,700 to find a suitable bride for his son who had died in a car crash. They were arrested for exhuming the remains of a teenage girl who had killed herself not long after failing her college entrance exams.
This is so fucked up.
So fucked up. According to the Global Times, less affluent families who desire ghost marriages may use a non-human proxy for the corpse bride, such as a silver statuette or a doughy human-shaped biscuit with black beans for eyes.
Honey, what'd you call me?
I called you a doughy. I mean, fucking weird. Or, of course, as we know, they'll sometimes use dolls. Some may buy an old, rotten corpse at a discounted price, dress it in clothing, and reinforce its skeleton with steel wire. I'm like, imagine.
God.
I'm better off alone, my
Honey,
God.
I'm okay.
I'm good. I wanted my quiet time in this coffin. The tradition has its own set of customs and rituals, including post-mortem marriages with sumptuous feasts and dowries, according to the report. Now, going back to that article from BBC, they explained that the reason it's so popular in Shanxi is due to the large number of men who work in coal mining where fatalities are high. So there's like a reason it's become so common, and it's because so many young men were dying without ever getting the chance to get married. And I remember during the live show when I was talking about doll marriages in Japan, they were pretty common after World War II, which like wars have done so much fucked up shit. Like the whole rise of the spiritualism movement and like Ouija boards and all of that really got popular. Mediums, psychics, all of that after wars is like when all of that really rose to prominence. So it's just crazy to see like the ripple effect of these things.
Yeah.
According to myend.com, bride dolls also have a beneficial effect on the soul of the deceased, they say. For instance, the dolls and the spirits within provide company to the dead, and it soothes any negative feelings the deceased may have harbored. As a result, the ghost isn't turning into a vengeful spirit. In this manner, bride dolls are believed to be helpful to the whole community, since vengeful ghosts can cause issues for the living. Moreover, a wedded deceased will be able to achieve Buddhahood easier. So there's all these fucking reasons. And I'm like, listen, bury them with the dough and the black beans or a doll. Do whatever you want, but not with the corpse of a young woman.
Yeah, that's
against
terrible.
her will.
Terrible.
Researching this led me to reading a lot about different Japanese ghost stories. And I have to do a full coffin spinner on those because it trumps any ghost story here in the United States, like sends chills down your back.
Okay, I have to say that ghost movies, ghost stories, horror movies, whatever, I can go to sleep fine. I'm totally fine, whatever. I'm the baby of 5, so I was watching The Exorcist when I was like 8. Like nothing really scares me like that. But when I saw, and I believe it's a Japanese film, or it was like adapted from another Japanese film, I don't know, but The Grudge.
Oh, yeah.
I had to sleep with every light on in my house.
Oh, Japanese horror films are the fucking craziest.
Scary.
So scary, but that's all I got for this week. So we'll go on one more quick break, and then when we come back, we'll hear about all the dolls you had spinning with you in your coffin this week.
Okay, I can't wait.
We'll be right back. And we're back. What had you spinning in your coffin this week?
Well, dolls had me spinning this week, of course, and I'm so happy that you chose to talk about the ghost brides and the dolls and everything because I have a lot more information about dolls and it's so interesting. Why I wanted to do this was I was like, okay, the holidays are here. I thought, why not talk about dolls a little bit more? But more specifically, I want to talk about funerals for them. So not them accompanying somebody else in a funeral.
Okay, they're getting their own funeral.
They are getting their own actual send-offs.
I love it.
I do want to start with a hilarious article that I read on psychologytoday.com. It's a short article, but I think those of us who played with dolls growing up can relate to this. And then I'll get into the real deal funeral stuff, but I just loved this. It's by Gina Barreca, PhD. When I was a little girl, my Barbie dolls were always dying. I can remember being about 6 years old and performing Barbie funerals the way that other people organize Barbie weddings. Everybody would be dressed up. Everybody gathered together. It was a big occasion involving a specific outfit, and after all, wasn't that the whole point? Often my Barbie was in white, and yes, she might be holding flowers, but since I didn't have the real wedding outfits for the dolls, these were far too expensive. My version was more of a homemade shift sewn together from 2 pieces of leftover white fabric or a torn up old white sheet. It lent itself for more naturally to the process of becoming a shroud than a wedding ensemble. I would get a cigar box from my dad, and he would cut it in half but leave the part with the hinge so it actually looked like a coffin. If it was an old Barbie, I would pop off her legs so it would just be the Barbie torso because sometimes their legs were just too long to fit in the box. And it was great. I loved doing it. It was not like any big pomp and ceremony or anything. There were no priests, but there were Barbie mourners. And I came from this big Catholic family, so there were always a lot of wakes. I would rename them. I loved the names of my Irish friends most of all. So there were a lot of Mollys, Bridgets, some Alices, some Marys, Mary Josephine, Mary Kate, Mary Catherine, Mary Frances. So there would be a number of variations, but really it was the Barbie. I was fortunate enough to actually have a number of Barbies because I had a lot of older cousins and older girls from the neighborhood would just discard theirs after a while. I always felt like it was just a little bit different from what everyone else was doing, my funeral rituals. And I was starting to get a bit of a reputation for it. I noticed this because other people's Barbies would die only when I came over to play. They invited me over. I started to realize just to justify doing this themselves and their toys. I was like the angel of doll death.
I love this so much.
They wanted their Barbies to be in car accidents. They would have the Barbie mobile and the Corvette. I had one friend who actually got the Corvette. Her parents had divorced and her dad got her the Corvette. And one friend had a Barbie dream house, and sometimes we would pretend to make a fire in the Barbie dream house and the Barbie would die. And we'd use a little soot from somebody who actually had a fireplace for the Barbie so that she would look like a fire victim. A lot of TB and stuff like that because we'd watched old movies, so the Barbies would die of that. Sometimes the Barbie had alcohol poisoning because there had been an old lady in the neighborhood, Josephine, who had died of alcohol poisoning.
Shit.
And you could do the funeral as easily, if not more easily, than you could do the wedding, and then no one would be jealous. That's why I liked it better, because no one would really envy the dead Barbie. Whereas sometimes with the Barbie weddings, like if you had other people come to the Barbie wedding, they'd be jealous. Sugar and spice, short shrift, and a local burying ground. Little girls are more complicated than they're given credit for, don't you think?
I love that. She's like a different version of a Frances Glessner Lee.
Totally. I thought of her. Definitely. But I definitely had funerals, weddings, everything for my Barbies. And I also always had a weird Barbie because I thought I could fucking cut hair, give tattoos, and was like a fashion designer.
Poor Olivia. I think I like ripped all the heads off her Barbies.
Yeah. But when I grew out of playing with dolls, they were usually boxed up and are still in my parents' attic, or they've been donated. So I was very pleased to discover that doll funerals were not just something kids did during playtime, and that dolls are getting the respect that they finally deserve. In Japan, there's something known as Ningyo Kuyo, and that's translated to English, which means Doll Appreciation Festival. Oh. And it's an annual doll funeral. In Japanese culture, dolls are treated a little differently than other toys. So unlike my childhood bedroom, dolls are treated humanely and with respect. The kanji are Japanese characters and one of their writing systems. So the kanji for doll translates to human form in English. There's a cultural belief that toy dolls actually have souls, and to discard them in a way that isn't respectful could cause them to curse you.
Oh.
During the funeral ritual, which is held in Buddhist and Shinto temples, people gather and express gratitude to the dolls, offering prayers as if they were once living. They go all out. They give the dolls baths, dress them up really nice, and sometimes even do a little burial.
I love that.
I love it too. This whole ceremony is tied to this belief called animism, which I believe we've talked about before, where objects like these dolls get major respect and love for what they've done, and they believe they have feelings. Many times the dolls are ornamental dolls from Hina Matsuri, which translates to Girls' Day, and it's a religious holiday on March 3rd of every year.
My birthday.
Spencer's birthday, fitting, honey, Girls' Day.
I love it, the day for the dolls.
There are also kokeshi, which are wooden Japanese dolls. And then during the funeral, there's also Hello Kitty stuffed animals, Mickey Mouse, and literally any type of child's doll that you can think of that deserved a proper send-off. And I'll post this picture, but Spence, I want you to see it. So look at all the old discarded dolls.
I love this.
And they get a proper burial and funeral. Okay, so that was sweet. But I was like, the only dolls that are definitely not accepted at one of these funerals is a sex doll. While I agree they shouldn't be sitting next to fucking Winnie the Pooh, if they are a doll, they must have a soul, right?
Yeah, we need justice for sex dolls.
Okay. And Lord knows those dolls have probably been fucking through it.
Oh my God, they've been through it, they've been in it, they've been under it.
Uh-huh. And the company, Human Love Doll Company, agrees with me. This part of my research sent me to the wildest places on the internet, Spence, and I now know far too much about silicone sex dolls than I ever needed to. But if you're interested, the Rosemary doll gets the best ratings on multiple websites. So
Good to know. It's getting lonely.
She's hot too. She's hot, honey. Okay, when your silicone... I was writing this and I was laughing. When your silicone companion has taken their final load, the Human Love Doll Company...
Their final load? Oh my God.
The Human Love Doll Company will throw it a proper funeral.
Imagine I inherited this from my grandpa.
Oh, honey, just wait. This company believes that they deserve just as much respect as any other doll, and they hold funerals inside temples and shrines led by a Japanese monk and an adult actress.
Cool.
So,
I need to see one of these.
I have pictures I'll show you. Let me read to you what the different packages entail.
Okay.
This is from japantoday.com. It
Tell
says
me all about these packages.
Okay, quote, the standard doll funeral plan costs 50,000 yen and includes a funeral and memorial service, with the owner receiving a funeral certificate and a commemorative photo or video of the ceremony. For those looking to send their doll to the afterlife on a budget, there's the joint funeral plan for 30,000 yen, which includes everything in the standard plan, only the ceremony will be conducted with other dolls at the same time, and owners receive a commemorative photo only. Those who want to go all out on their silicone partner can opt for the Doll Angel funeral plan.
Ooh.
Priced at 90,000 yen, which includes everything in the standard plan, but with the following additional extras. The owner can attend the funeral in person. Doll parts will be disassembled carefully before disposal. A letter will be read to the doll, and a part of the doll will be sent to the owner after the ceremony as a treasured keepsake.
I want footage of that, them panning over this doll that just has fucking cum falling out. It's in the arms.
I have pictures.
I want to see.
Funeral services are conducted in Osaka's Higashiosaka City. And after their souls have been laid to rest during the ceremony, the dolls are sent off to be processed by a highly certified industrial waste disposal company nearby that have partnered with the Human Love Doll Company.
Wow.
And here are some pictures, some burial pictures.
Oh, they're beautiful.
She's my favorite.
Oh, I love her.
Beautiful. Look, and her arms are folded over her
You are
cross.
freed from the wreckage
of your
something.
Your holes are wrecked.
I like that this is like they'll disassemble them carefully. Like, what are they doing to the other dolls? Like, just fucking hacking at them, I guess.
A lot of people I was reading, like, they don't want to throw it in their trash can. I'm also like, how the fuck do you wear out a silicone doll? Like, I'm not kink shaming, but what are you doing to it?
We'll talk after the show.
Oh, no. Do you need their number?
What would you do if... No, she's not my type. What would you do? I'd probably, like, put it in a big box and take it to the dump with a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, that's true.
And then I would, like, kind of push it over to someone else's pile so that they didn't know it was mine.
Like, ew.
Whose is that?
That's not mine. I know. But could you imagine working at the dump and seeing that? I would call the police.
They might take them home.
Honey, a little fun.
Hey, you all alone here?
Yeah, you come here often, honey. Oh, God. Okay.
Come here often.
Honey, see you am. I have to end by dialing it back to the Victorians because they had a thing for dolls too, but this is actually sweet. And I too talked about this on tour. The Victorian grave dolls, to be precise.
Oh, God.
So they're fucking scary looking. Hideous. So imagine Geoffs' life-sized wax replicas of kids. At funerals, these dolls wore the deceased children's clothes, sometimes even real snippets of their hair. Back then, we all know diseases like cholera, scarlet fever, smallpox, and typhoid were absolutely no joke, and they took a toll, leaving folks disfigured, and embalming, wasn't like it is now. So these dolls were designed with flat backs, perfect for resting in coffins or frames without any fuss. Families would showcase them at the grave sites or keep them at home as a heartfelt memorial, often placing them in cribs as a touching reminder of their lost child. Sweet.
That I feel like I could tell that story verbatim. I heard it so many times. Well, because we changed up some of the stories, and
there's some stuff that's too good.
Some stuff is too good. I know. I'm excited. There's a few more things from last year's live show that I want to share, but
same.
We always talk about it. We're like, fuck, we
blow our fucking load. You want to talk about blowing loads?
Yeah, we blow our fucking load. We loved our tour this year. No one's bigger fans of it than we were, honey.
Honey.
All our stories because we came up with a whole different show for Tampa.
And each other's understudies. I could do your whole tour. You could do mine.
Seriously. But it makes me miss it.
I know I do. I miss it. I can't wait for a book tour, maybe, hopefully.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe
who knows?
Live shows with that. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that's wild. My favorite part's the sex dolls. I'll remember that forever.
Oh my God. Yeah. Geoffs, I will be posting pictures. They're beautiful.
Jeez. They're pretty.
They should collaborate with the Chinese ghost doll things.
There we go. There's a solution. You're in Shanji. Listen.
There you go.
Got a solution. You don't gotta dig up corpses.
No, these hot silicone girls.
Oh my God, join me in the afterlife.
Honey. And they won't talk or nothing.
Oh my God, the perfect wife.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I would love actually to see an obituary for one of these gals.
I'm sure there is one out there.
They've got to exist somewhere. But for now, I'll lead us into obituaries with this one that we got from a listener who said, "Hi, Madison and Spencer. I saw this obituary from my hometown paper and I thought you guys would love it."
Okay.
And I do.
Okay.
This is from Jacqueline. It says, Carl S. Brush of Lodi finally escaped his nagging ex-wives on November 15th of 2023 at the age of 68. Carl leaves behind 2 biological children, Carl and Angela, 3 living stepchildren, Jessica, Jason, and Jesselyn, and an unknown number of illegitimate children. Although Carl's biological kids have thus far refused to pass his genes on to any other unfortunate souls, his stepkids had better options, which resulted in him being referred to by the inaccurate moniker of Papa Sil by 7 step-grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren. Carl was a terrible husband, okay parent, and tolerable friend Carl's parents, the original Carl and Cleo Brush, Carl's sister and stepson, tried to escape his presence by dying first, but now they're stuck with him for eternity. His surviving family members and friends are now looking forward to some much-needed peace and quiet and would like to remind God that there's no takebacks. Family is asking anyone who remembers him fondly to seek mental help.
So good.
Such a fucking good one. Thank you.
That was just in the paper?
Yeah, someone had it in their local paper.
Oh, God, I love it.
Love it. And it's
so good.
Absolutely. I don't know if you're familiar with Lodi, Madison, but
no.
It made me love it even more.
Okay. All righty.
Locals, I was out there on the Delta, okay? I was
What
Delta
are you
Dawn.
talking about?
During the summer, we always went out on the boat on the Delta. Where's
Lodi?
Northern California, like near the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
But the Delta is wild. Ever since I was little, I was like, I don't know about this water. We would go
it's like the river, like river people.
Different.
Okay. All right.
Worse.
Oh, no.
Come on. I can't shit talk the Delta.
Okay.
We love it.
Not.
We have a special place.
We fly Delta.
Yeah.
We love Delta.
We do.
All right. Well, I have an obituary from the Wichita Eagle from June 25th, 1966. And Spencer, you're going to love it. Dodge City cowboy model for statue dies. Dodge City, Kansas. The man known to Dodge citizens and thousands of yearly visitors to Boot Hill as the lone cowboy who stands east of the cemetery died Wednesday at his home in Pueblo. Joseph P. Shagru, 71, was the model for the famous Boot Hill statue, which immortalizes the cowboy upon whose ashes this city was built. He was a human mold for a Dodge City dentist, O.M. Simpson, who used plaster of Paris to make the cast from which the concrete statue now standing was made. Casting of the head of the statue brought near catastrophe when the straw through which he was breathing was pinched and his air supply was cut off. The statue was completed in 1929 and is familiar to visitors to Boot Hill. More than 300,000 have visited the landmark since 1957. He was Dodge City Marshal in 1919, Deputy Sheriff 1927 to 1932, and Chief of Police 1933 to 1936. Graveside services will be at 10 a.m. Monday in Maple Grove Cemetery here. Survivors include his widow, 2 daughters, a brother, and a sister.
It's really scary, Madison. My God, that image gives me chills.
Why?
As a model.
Oh my God, you dumb bitch. Uh-huh.
As a model who loves cowboys.
Who photographers don't even show up for.
What was it the other day you were like telling me?
I always talk about how I can be a hand model. I have beautiful hands. I really do. And I was telling him, and I always say it to you. I'm like, I could be a hand model.
Always, any chance she gets.
And what did you say?
You were like missing a nail or something. We were on FaceTime, and you're like, honey, I could be a hand model.
Yeah, and you said, honey, for gloves.
Cisco was there too. He
loved that one. Oh, you guys are assholes.
Assholes and dumbasses.
Dumbasses.
And speaking of, we have spun in our coffins.
We've bitched our obituaries.
I guess that means it's time for some dumb
ass criminals.
And we did not forget. We almost forgot, but then we did not forget. We got that book in our P.O. box last week.
Yes.
From a Geoff named Hannah, and it's the World's Dumbest Crooks, True Tales of Goofs, Giggles, and Gaffs. And so we're like, let's each pick one from this book.
Random page.
We're going to do it at random. I'm going to pick 33 because that's my lucky numbers.
Okay.
And it says, lousy cover-up. 2 nitwits who burglarized their next-door neighbor... That got ya? The nitwits? Because it's us. 2 nitwits who burglarized their next-door neighbor's home might have gotten away with the crime if they hadn't displayed one of the victim's stolen possessions in their front window.
Stupid.
The simpletons broke into the home in Louisiana in 2008 while the neighbors were away for several weeks. They took electronic devices and other items as well as a large blanket. Afraid that the victims upon their return might see the stolen items in the robber's home, the thieves hung the blanket over their front window as a cover-up. Stupid. When the neighbors returned and saw that their home had been burglarized, they headed next door, planning to ask the neighbors if they'd seen or heard anything suspicious. That's when they noticed something suspicious: their distinctive blanket, which had a dog pattern, hanging in the window, so they called the police. With a search warrant, the cops entered the suspect's home and found all of the neighbors' stolen items, which the telltale blanket was supposed to be hiding. The burglars, a woman and her nephew, were arrested and charged with simple burglary and possession of more than $5,000 worth of stolen property. Said St. Bernard Parish Sheriff Jack Stevens, "This is like something out of the world's stupidest criminals." And I agree.
I agree. That was a good one. Okay, I'm going to do page 57 because that's my favorite number. What a cut up. One burglar was just not cut out for a life of crime. In 2004, an 18-year-old knucklehead smashed a glass door at a closed gas station on Whidbey Island, Washington. As he gained entry, he cut his hand badly and began bleeding all over himself and the store. When he couldn't open the cash register, he stuffed his pockets with packs of cigarettes and left. He returned to the store 3 minutes later and again tried, but failed once more to open the cash register. So he shoved more cigarettes into his pockets. Honey, was this you? By this time, he was getting weak from loss of blood. He needed help, so he did the only thing he could think of. He called 911. Officers found him lying on the floor with blood on his jacket and throughout the store. He told them he tried to break up a burglary, but was beaten with a bat by two men who drove off in a sports car.
Oh my God.
The officers didn't buy his tale, especially when they found the stolen cigarettes in his pockets. Their suspicions were confirmed when they viewed the store's surveillance camera, which caught the one-man break-in on tape. The nitwit was booked on 2 counts of second-degree burglary, 1 count for each time he entered the store. Criminals are not particularly smart, Island County Sheriff spokeswoman Jan Smith said in an understatement. That's how they get caught.
Damn.
Dum-dum.
Dum-dums.
Oh, God. Well,
speaking of P.O. boxes, we've got some exciting stuff to open today. We have 2 big old packages. Okay, I'm obsessed with this one already because, first of all, it's from London, all the way from London.
London.
Thank you. And there are, look at these stickers. There's King Henry VIII.
Yes.
Catherine Anne Boleyn.
So good.
These are so fucking cool. I'll take a picture of those.
The pictures.
And then let's open her up. What is this? Okay, let's see. There's 2 things in here. I want to see if this has a note on it. Oh my God, you're going to die. You're going to die.
What?
It says, for Henry and Madison, unlimited love, awe, and appreciation.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know how to pronounce your name. Galina?
Okay, one of those.
This is the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
This framed
masterpiece.
I don't even know how to describe this, but it's absolutely going up in our office of King Henry VIII. And look at this thing.
Holy shit, that thing is so cool. Oh, no way.
This is so cool.
It's like a booklet with all of his it's handmade.
With his wives, and there's like fabric sewn onto it. This is so
beautiful.
Cool.
So thoughtful.
All the way from London.
Oh my God. We gotta go.
God, wait, we're not done.
We gotta go.
Oh my God.
What?
There's little dolls.
Are they puppets?
They're little dolls of all of them.
Who did this? Who
made these? They're
That's
incredible.
What I mean. Whoa.
Okay, you needed
hand. Oh my God, I gotta take pictures of all these. Wow. Wow.
I need you to write us an email,
God.
whoever sent this, because these are incredible, and I need to know the backstories.
Wow.
So cool.
These are really special.
I know, like, if you guys could see how intricate
the detail?
these are, I feel like they're old.
Holy shit.
We'll post pictures.
So cool.
Blown away.
Wow. Thank you. So incredible. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have a card here. Spencer and Madison. Okay to read on air, it says. Oh, holiday card from Zach, Kristen, and Franklin. Oh my God. Look at the dog. Look at how cute. It always amazes me how attractive our listeners are. Like, they're just all so beautiful.
We got a cute family.
Such a cute family. Okay, the note says, hello, Spencer, Madison, and the doggies. I found these at an antique store and I thought, I know a cowboy who needs those. Sorry, Madison, I didn't find anything vintage poodle, but if I do, I will send your way. Thank you. Or you guys can split these bad boys if you want. Haha. Not sure if you will remember, but we met you at your Chicago show.
I was going to ask if they came to one of our shows because they look familiar.
They do. My husband and I were the first to meet you. I gave Madison an Aldi coin holder. Yes, and I use it. Spencer, a knife cookie cutter.
Oh, yeah.
Love you both and hope you have a super cute holiday season. Also, sorry, my handwriting is a mess. Love, Kristen. No, it's not. It's perfect. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Let's see.
You're opening it for me.
Oh, these are perfect for the rumpus room.
Oh, a Marlboro Man. Oh my God, this is sick. Great wood. I have a Marlboro neon sign in the rumpus room, and Madison's having a fit with the wrapping. She's pissed. She's like, these are so cool.
So cool. So thoughtful.
I love it.
Oh
Obsessed.
my gosh. Thank you.
These are the best.
Just the best.
I'm putting your holiday cards with the ones my friends and family send me. So
well, I wanted to take it.
They're all displayed. Oh. You can't have it. I got Zach and Kristen and Franklin, most importantly.
All righty.
Well, if you guys want to send us holiday cards or anything else, you can send it to P.O. Box 18149, Long Beach, California, 90807.
Please go onto our obituarypodcast.com. You can find everything there. And most importantly, prh.com/obituary to pre-order your book.
The Big Hot Book of Death, babe. And that's it for this week. We'll see you next week with some more coffin spinners
Obituaries
and dumb
ass
criminals.
criminals.